By virtue of the fact that you all live in a city, there's not a single goddamn thing you can do that would not be classified as city slicking. And I do not like city slickers. I hope it will not negatively impact your enjoyment of my performance tonight, knowing how much I dislike you. Hopefully it will not be an issue. Yes, that's right, folks, it's me, Dalton Wilcox. Worst-selling author of the book, You Must Buy Your Wife at least as much jewelry as you buy your horse, and other poems and observations, humorous and otherwise, from a life on the range. I have been referred to by myself and sometimes others as the poet laureate of the West. And tonight I would like to share with you some of the wit and wisdom of the West, for which I am so celebrated for chronicling and collecting. I have not even taken note of the bullshit happening behind me. Is there anything going on back there? Yep, that's some bullshit. I think my approach is going to be to ignore it. Fans of ignoring things. Y'all can enjoy a visual representation of things I talked about 10 seconds ago. All right, folks. More prestigious. This one's called And Now There's Mummies. In the sands of ancient Egypt, when a pharaoh died, they were wrapped in bandages while their kinfolk cried. They were buried with their treasures in pyramids of stone, curses placed upon these crypts, the pharaoh's eternal home. But eons passed, and greedy men began to poke about in hopes of finding gold and taking that gold out. And in so doing, these greedy men stirred the pharaoh's curse, just to get a bit of gold inside their gold peace purse. And now there's mummies roaming the plains, seeking revenge for ancient pains. A cowboy never knows when a mummy may appear, which is why the cowboy suffers from constant mummy fear. Why he sets fire to you first, then asks questions later. A mummy can look like a ranch hand, a taxman, or a waiter, or a sheriff, or a child, or anyone a cowboy might meet out in the wild. So many mummies who lived centuries ago meet their end at the hands of a cowboy you know. Perhaps cowboys should be stationed in every crypt, buried deep beneath the pyramids of good old Egypt. That is a poem about me setting fire to people I think are mummies. Okay. I one time killed a Frankenstein. I one time killed a Frankenstein whilst shopping in a store. He lurched toward me, arms outstretched as I ambled toward the door. In my hands a new bandana, a hat 10 gallons deep. In my body was a soul which my body aimed to keep. His voice was ghastly as he spoke in halting monster speech, and I tried with all my might to stay out of his reach. He said, "You gotta pay for that." And filled my heart with dread. And then I drew my 6-gun and I shot the monster dead. The news reports describe the monster simply as a man. To keep from terrifying folks, as only a Frankenstein can. That poem was a true story about the time I shot